So, my name is Merlin. I'm Justin Oldmann, watching some videos, and a friend who replied, I'll call them ZZ, a couple of Z's in their name, they said I should look at DREAMCATCHER, because they said DREAMCATCHER has a unique sound in K-pop, and I've just barely looked at a little bit of DREAMCATCHER ever, and so I wanted to look at some old stuff, just to get a feeling. And I came across two videos that I haven't looked at any new stuff that I can think of. So this is sort of my first impression, and they're older, 2018, 2017, something like that. And so I just want to look at these. I've looked at them once. I just want to chat about them. So what we're going to do is watch Fullmoon, and then there's another one. It's a special clip. They're in a park. I don't remember the name of it at the time. At this moment, I don't. Over the Sky is what it's called. That's what it's called. So I'm going to look at these two and just chat about DREAMCATCHER. Just because, sort of as an introduction. So let's hear what they say. Let's see how they sing. And how they dance, which is actually really an important thing for them. That's part of what I wanted to talk about. Their dance production seems very coordinated. I don't want to say dance team, because it sounds like I'm calling them high schoolers. That's not what I'm doing. But they're a dance ensemble, right? And as I hear the music is sort of it's a nice song. It's not, it's a song, right? It could be a solo. So to have the whole group performing it in this dance ensemble way, it is unique. Thank you, ZZ. I agree. And the dancing gets a little quicker here. And the song has got a heavy, I don't know if it's a major chord, minor chord. I wish I knew music a little better. But it's a dark feeling chord. And so it's got this heavy, strong vibe. It doesn't have that bubblegummy pop drive. And then it quiets down to the verse. And you can see how the solo and the other ones are sort of accompanying her in the dance, as well as the harmony. Now, there's harmony. They do harmony nicely as well. Another thing I noticed as I listened to them. Now, this particular video, it's like a stage. It's like a dance stage. It's not an MV, with big production. It's pure dance. But there is after studio production, right? They do have zooming, they have stuttering, they have all sorts of things that they're doing in the studio. And they're in uniform, so it's definitely not just a dance practice. And all the voices are lovely. The rap is nice and solid. The dance is very well coordinated. Very well coordinated. It's very visually appealing. And now watch here. They're backing up her, and she does that. And then it tilts like it's very, very artistic. And then there was that shudder again. It's unique production. Extremely interesting production. We'll get to the strange thing. Yeah, like a sort of minor progression. And that end position. It's got that same very ensemble kind of feel to it. They're very cool, very unique, very, artistic. Okay? So yeah, I agree. That's cool. Now the weird thing is this. So why isn't it an MV? Why is it not a production? Why is it so, if you'll pardon the word, cheap? Okay? Now, Happy Face Entertainment, I don't know them. I don't know what they're capable of. I don't know how well financed they are. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. Honestly, I literally don't know. But this seems like it reminds me of, what the heck were they called? The one, Crayon Pop. Now, Crayon Pop is interesting in their own way. If you can look them up if you want. I'm not going to explain a lot, but they were sort of operating on a shoestring budget, okay, which went in the negative. Anyway, the point is, they're disbanded. I don't like to talk about other groups when I'm watching this group. Any given group, I don't want to talk about others. But that's a group that doesn't perform. And they had a small production company, and their work was almost like I call it like a guerrilla public appearance kind of work. Which brings me to this one. Here is the same group singing Over the Sky, and they're in public. And you'll see in the background, while they're performing, while they're doing their dance number, dance and singing, of course they're to the backing track, you'll see people walking back here. Like, I mean, they didn't rent the park, they just are performing in the park. It seems so immediate. Okay, this Over the Moon, or Full Moon, sorry. Full Moon doesn't seem like it's unprepared in any way. It just seems like they're not wasting money on, I don't know, big production, post-production, they're spending time on post-production. They're not doing big production with money and multiple sets and things like that. It's a very, that's what I'm perceiving. And then this is on the spot. This is almost, it's guerrilla. It's flash mob. Not that they're a flash mob. So let's hear these guys. Let's hear this one, Over the Sky. Okay. And you can already, the song actually has a similar sound to it, right? The same type of key progression. It's a similar, it'll slow to a heavier sound, and then it'll hype up like this. Here comes the slow. Okay. So it's similar. Right? And again, their dancing is ensemble. All the vocals are fine. Everything is good. And you see the people walking in the background, in the trees, just walking past. You want to watch us perform? Come on over. Stand behind the camera. Sit behind the camera. And the costumes, it's not a thing. Choreography is nothing crazy, but it's all coordinated. And all of the, you hear the harmonies, the ensemble sound that they do. They have a really nice sound to their voices. Now, it is very pop. I mean, like, sort of normal pop. What I would call, like, young pop. American young pop kind of thing. Without sounding insulting, because it's not insulting at all. It sounds like a song you'd hear in a Disney movie. It sounds like it's communicating something. It's got a message. It's not meant to have an image. It's meant to communicate something. And since I don't speak Korean, I don't know what they're singing, and I don't have the captions on because I don't like reading the lyrics when I'm watching. That's good. Little rap just like in the other one. Doesn't feel out of place because it's got sort of that chanty feel to it. Doesn't sound angry, it just sounds structured. And they're dancing around her. Very ensemble. A light instrument. It sounds kind of like a rock ballad, you know, or a pop rock ballad at times. If you change the instrumentation, you could have a 1990s, and then they got this nice sort of pose at the end, and you notice the pose at the end, okay? And they're all holding hands, they're all looking at her. And she's the rapper, she's the one that she looks unique. I mean, everyone else has they have long hair, they're wearing the ties. She seems to be the standout. She's the, like, I don't know, the tough girl leader. And like I say, I don't know the group well enough to know the individuals. Honestly, never heard of them. I've never spent time looking into them. However, I was going to say, if you take this song, or even this one to a lesser extent, let's hear a little bit of it. Okay, both of these songs, the way they're structured, the way they sound, coincidentally, right in the chant rap. Picture a 1990s hairband in the U.S. doing a stadium concert. You change the instrumentation to heavy guitars, a little bit of synthesizer, make the drums thumpier, heavier bass, and then guys with hair. That's what they're doing. It is a very unique sound, like you said. And I haven't heard anything other. This is two of their early pieces. May 2019 and February 2018. So I guess they're a little ways apart. But the simple fact is this is the first I've really closely listened to them, and it sounds like stadium rock. 90s US stadium rock sung with a K-pop flair, which is that's kind of cool. I don't know. So that's my first impression of the band, of the group, the singing group, and of these two videos. Okay? And they don't waste money. At least they weren't at this point, wasting money on production. It's like, get the music out there. No. It's very artist, very much like a rock band of the 90s. But what do I know? I'm just an old man. What do I know about the 90s hair bands, right? Come on. So, there you go. If you like it, fine. Listen to me if you want. Whatever. Rock and roll. Literally. Now.